Oops. Good morning, everybody. My name is Bill. This is SixRounds Studio. Hey, I've been away for a while, did some traveling, did some work around the place trying to get caught up, and anyway, the YouTube algorithms have punished me greatly for this. Everything is down, my views are down, my likes are down, my subs are down. So if you're watching this right now and you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And if the content of this video is something you're interested in, please share it with others. So again, I can get the algorithms back on my side. What I am doing today is we're going to start working on this 44 carbine mannlicher. If you remember from an earlier video, customer wanted me to re-blue the barrel, and we're going to do that. Today we're going to disassemble the gun. This is not a disassembly video. This is just me taking it down so I can get it prepped, so I can get all the parts out of that receiver so that I can stick it in the blue tanks. Now, I did record a lot of that vacation trip. It involved Jeeps and cars, and you can see some of that content on my other channel if you're not following it, Rust to Resurrection. I'm going to clamp this in my vise, and please don't get all excited and worried about it. I'm not going to hurt it. I'm clamping it at the butt. So I need to do a couple things. The first thing is I got to get it out of the stock. So to do that, I've got these two screws here. I've got to get this cap off, and then I've got to get this takedown screw that holds the stock to the barrel itself. So let's start with the cap. If you remember from any of my other disassembly videos, it is my habit to tape these parts together, the screws to the assembled part. That way I don't lose them and I understand exactly where they are. And we'll take or remove the takedown screw. And the barrel dropped just like that. When you remove these carbines from the stock, you've got to have the bolt back. That keeps the action rod out of interference when you begin to pull it up. Take it out very carefully. And this block right here, we'll talk a little bit later about making sure that's tight. If it's loose, it tends to split these. I see a lot of these where they're split right in this location here. And then the next thing we need to do is disassemble all of these components to get the barrel and the action separate from the rest of the gun. Alright, the next thing that we need to do is remove the retainer pin which holds the trigger assembly in place. Now when we do this, you want to remember that this is under spring pressure rather, so she's going to want to come apart. Okay, so here's where a lot of this goes wrong for folks. There's a little tab under here, and folks will just yard on this thing, and it's under spring pressure. So we need to lift and pull this in the rearward position, because otherwise the risk is that you're going to break this tab. Now Roadies has been known, my family shop, we actually repair these, and it's looking like this one has been welded and repaired. So this is not untypical. When I get this out of here, there we go. That all comes apart just like that. There is a recess under here where this slides under like so. And if you lift on this when you're removing or installing it, you do put pressure on that tab. So you need to just barely lift this, but you want to put pressure in the rearward direction so that you don't break this little tab that goes underneath here. The little bolt handle comes out. The bolt is now free. Like that. And there is the gas piston that operates the action. Okay, pull out the cartridge stop. And we'll tape all that up so I don't lose that screw. So the action is all stripped. The last thing I need to do is I need to pull the front sight and the rear sight. And there is the rear sight. And the last thing I want to do is pull out these screws out of the top of this receiver. Oops. All right, that disassembles the receiver and the barrel. So that also ends this video. It'll be a short video today. I wanted to get this done. When I bring it back, we're going to polish this and then start the bluing process. I've had a lot of people ask me questions about how do I blue. I'm going to use rust bluing on this, and I'll explain more about that when we get to it. But I've got a lot of people ask me, so I'm going to spend a little bit more time talking about the rust blue process. All right, so as usual, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Again, we need to get that algorithm working for us. Again, guys, I really appreciate you being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.